What's up, guys? Blue Ninja here from the Pop Culture Canon, and I wanted to take some time to go over the Jonathan Majors video that was released recently. Finally, some surveillance footage was released. Well, not finally. We did see a couple videos prior to this, but nothing really of the incident. And TMZ released this video, which shows apparently the girlfriend chasing him after the scuffle in the car. So let's see what it says first. I'm reading surveillance, can't say the word well, surveillance video of the night in question surrounding the Jonathan Majors trial has been released, showing a scuffle between the actor and his then girlfriend and a foot chase shortly thereafter. The judge has kept a tight lid on all the evidence being presented in the courtroom over these past couple of weeks, but on Wednesday he popped the lid open and released it to the media, including key footage the prosecution has been showing to the jury to prove their case. What's funny about this is that the footage, doesn't really make it seem as if, doesn't really give the impression that Jonathan Majors was abusing her. There's definitely something happening, but it doesn't seem to be like, oh, this is definitely what she's punched her in the face. You don't see that. So let's continue first before looking at the video. One video in particular is critical. It shows the aftermath of the alleged incident between Majors and his accuser, Grace Jabari, after she claims he attacked her in a car. After she claims. You can see Majors and Jabari outside of a SUV. Sorry, I'm so weird to stop on that. SUV, which is stopped at a light in the middle of a relatively empty New York street. Majors and Jabari can be seen, milling outside, milling outside, I don't know this word, milling, outside of the car, seemingly talking, and eventually Majors appears to wrap her up in his arms. From there, you can see what prosecutors describe as using physical force. Once again, Majors picks her up and with both hands and shoved her repeatedly into the Escalade. However, Majors isn't successful in doing so. Soon, he lets go and bolts away from her, and Jabari quickly goes after him. The pursuit goes on for quite some time, it seems, and they go for at least a couple blocks before Majors outruns Jabari. Okay, and he loses her after they stumble back into each other after they meet after she's like talking to some strangers. Anyways, let's look at the footage. Let's see what the deal is, because that's my heater in the back making that sound. Yeah, let's see what the deal is, because it's quite ridiculous what's been happening. And yeah, tell me you guys' opinion after watching this video. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the car stops in the middle of the street. Another car pulls next to it. Another car pulled mad close to it. So he is pushing her in the car. He picks her up, pushes her in the car. It's almost like, look like you're trying to push a kid in the car. Like, hey, sit down, get out. And it doesn't work. So he's like, whatever. She's still on him, I think. And she's trying to grab him, and he's running away. It looked like he was trying to, Okay, so he's picking her up. She goes in the car. You can't tell if she hits her head or anything, but it doesn't. Context is very important to this. Also, him picking her up and putting her in a car should necessarily count as, yeah. You see that, how she pushes him like that, how she's trying to get away. But him putting her in a car doesn't necessarily mean he's abusing her. There could be multiple reasons for that that are justified in pushing someone in a car. Especially if he's the one trying to escape being hit. But you see this guy's running, and this is probably like, he's probably still in good shape from Creed, so he's just he probably got those penny loafers on because he got the money. Oh, look at her about to get hit by a car. Look at her. I'm looking to the side, like, as if looking down the street. But yeah, I see her running down the street, and he bolts on the corner. How much more of this is left? Okay, so and it doesn't seem like again he's running away. Now, could he have been an aggressor and still at the end of it decides to bolt and leave? Yeah, 100%. Um, that's true. And she, maybe she decided to get her get back. Maybe she's like, I'm not taking this no more. I'm gonna fight you. And now she's, which is why she's decides to run after him. And she's like, you're not, I'm not gonna take some more. I'm gonna hit you. And he punked out, despite him being whatever. That's a possibility. But when you look at cases like this, or you look at these situations where someone's she looks more like the aggressor, and because the aggressor is going to be the one who's continuously trying to get the situation to continue. And you see in this is when she was with these strangers, and he's happens to walk by her, and you see he's looking at her, and he just like he pulls away. He looks like he's like, yo, you get away from me, chick. You better get away. I like that because it looks like whatever he's saying sucks. We need some audio in these things. In his face, you can see he looks frustrated. Yeah, I mean that's some good stuff. I ain't gonna lie. What's this one? What is this one? Oh, this is the apartment footage. So, pause. As you might know, he's the one who called the cops. He that night after the scuffle, they were broken up. He calls the cops. He says, he what happened first? They separated. He went to a hotel. He stayed at a hotel. He came back in the morning. It must be nice that you could just I need a hotel, and I saw the hotel he was staying in look good. He calls the cops. He gets back to his apartment in the morning, finds her half naked. Actually, he couldn't even get in for a while because he was banging, and he thought that she committed suicide. So what does he do? He calls the cops and he tells them, hey, this is the situation. I think she actually I don't even know if I could say that word. She thinks that she unlived herself. And can you guys please come to the come and help out, check on her. And they decide to do that. Beautiful, great. And if you listen to the audio, also he sounds really worried. He doesn't sound like someone who, I mean, an abuser can be worried about you in a moment, but he doesn't sound like the tone of someone who definitely committed a crime and who's at fault and the one who caused it, you know what I mean? Who feels guilty about something they did, or feels like they could be have the finger pointed towards them. So yeah, anyway, so the cops come, and this is the body cam footage, which there's no sound, but you can see what his apartment looks like. Nice. This is the penthouse. Has 2 floors. Decent sized place. Bedroom will have 3 floors. Good Lord, it goes up. Must be nice. 3 floors in New York City, in the middle of New York City. Crazy. How many beds? We already passed the bedroom. Bed, living room. Good Lord, it's a nice room. So this is okay. So now we're going into the area where she was. Okay, so is her on the floor or? That's nice shoes. Okay, and these are the police officers here. And they're trying to help her. Now, Jonathan Majors came in and covered her up. Oh, good Lord. She looked mad. She looked done. Yeah, she looked messed up. She looks groggy, and look at her just crying. Probably should make fun of her, but I think it's just because I think that from what I've heard, it seems like this is kind of her own doing in terms of how tired she is and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, it seems like she went out drinking. She said she took sleeping pills, and she was out of the club. So you had alcohol in your system, and you took pills. So her grogginess, to me, doesn't look like the grogginess of someone who was just beat. Well, I don't think it was, but that's it. I'm hoping that he's innocent. I'm hoping that he didn't do it, and that he's proven innocent. If that's the case, if he did it, then it's gonna suck. But then he should, take whatever repercussions are. But if he didn't do it, then I'm just hoping that he will get the justice that's deserved to him. Yeah, it's a sucky situation. This guy's about my age, and he's right now he's on top of the world, getting all the opportunities. I'm sure he put a lot of hard work into it, and it sucks that just one allegation can ruin your whole career, especially since it's some of the evidence and things that have happened afterwards, after the accusation, seems like, well, maybe this is actually case should have been thrown out. But I just hope that at the end of the day he's vindicated if he is innocent, and that everything works out. He gets his life back on track, his career back on track, and stuff. So, anyways, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think he did it? Do you think he didn't? Based on the evidence, not on your feeling or not on a moral feeling of whether you think, oh well, so a woman accused a man of this and we should support her. What do you think based on all the information that's out? Overall, I think he didn't do. He didn't abuse her in this situation. I don't know what their relationship was in the past. I did hear some other, was it text messages or the transcripts of the text messages, but from a previous argument that sounded a bit iffy. But based on this, I don't see any. Doesn't come across as if he abused her. But anyways, what do you guys think? It's Pop Culture Canon. Thanks, and I'll catch you guys later.